This playthrough is rated M for mature.
My first day in Arcadia and Omori doing a 9 to 5. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Longest Journey. In the last episode, we finally made it to Arcadia and checked around the place to see what it's all about. We got lore dumped and met the locals, but now it's time to find some information on our way to get out of here. So that way we can kind of change places, drop in and out whenever we want to. Anyway, let's head out of the city because we have to deliver a map. We're Dora the Explorer over here. On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. Anyway, yeah, this is the outside area here. Cool. Anyway, let's head on to the city gates here. Yeah, let's take a look around. Look at all these lovely people.
This guy's selling musical instruments. Most of these I don't even recognize. But he's got a drum in there and what looks like half a guitar and a couple of dried rabbit carcasses. Ugh.
If you're going to live in a society like this, you're going to have to just accept that that's what people do. You know, they skin animals and eat them and stuff like that.
The walls look ancient. Mercury must be at least as old as anything back in the real... in my world.
Yeah, I guess because technically this world is real, right?
Ancient walls.
Ah, ancient.
Stout guardians of the city. Wooden, but stout. And that blue fire is way cool.
I'm trying to remember, is blue fire the hottest fire? I think so.
Stout guardians of the city.
Oh, okay, nothing.
Stout... He's selling musical instruments.
Ooh. Well, that makes sense.
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still, good to know where to get one in case of a musical emergency.
Well, it's a point-and-click adventure game, so you know there'll be a musical emergency.
Those guys must be part of the City Watch. They look a hell of a lot more intimidating than the Newport cops, despite the lack of an exoskeleton. Those guys must be part of the City Watch.
I don't know about... Yeah, I mean, the guy with the gun's more intimidating than the guy with the spear, I think. Because, you know, they can hit you whenever. Just saying.
Those guys must be...
Okay.
This lady's selling fresh fish. I've never seen fish like this before. But if it's wet and has fins, fish it is.
Who cares about scientific, cataloging?
Ancient walls.
Yeah, okay.
She's selling a variety of fresh fish.
Fresh fish! We catch 'em, you buy 'em!
This guy's selling lobsters, crabs, eels, and... What the hell is that purple thing? That is so not appetizing.
Yeah, what's with this closed mind attitude there, April? Hmm?
He's selling a variety of fresh shellfish and other, delicacies.
Sure, we'll go with that.
He's selling...
Okay. Let's go over here. Ah, the docks. High epic music for just like walking onto the docks, I guess.
The size of these galleons is truly breathtaking. And there are dozens of them, not to mention a number of smaller vessels. Mercury must be a very important and very busy port.
Very busy. Tot.
Breathtaking. Blue fire. It's either propane or magic. I'm guessing the latter. Blue fire.
Yeah.
Breathtaking.
Oh, okay, same thing. Yeah, just checking to see if there's anything else to interact with around here. Alright, let's just keep going, so... Yeah, you can either go to the ship or the small pier.
It's a lighthouse, much like the ones we have at home, except this one, of course, burns a blue fire.
Yeah, it's magical.
It's a lighthouse.
That totally makes it better. That guy looks a little weird even before the HD upgrade on him.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about sailing anywhere in that. It's like a toy boat for children.
Try to say toy boat 5 times fast.
The old man and the, ocean? Looks like a lifetime at sea has left its tracks on him.
Better a lifetime at sea than a day in a dress and a brassiere.
Well, at least he doesn't have a seagull strapped to his neck or whatever. See what he has to say.
Hello, old man.
I got me no treasure, and I got me no map of no buried treasure. I just be an old sailor with no ship, so leave us be.
Ah, just all that effort just to take out the... Anyway, the guy who voices this old sailor man is Madison Arnold. I think I mentioned him before. He voices Stanley and a couple other characters in the game. So,
What are you doing?
Mending nets, of course. What'd it look like I be doing?
I'm not well versed in maritime customs.
Mar what? Ah, yous mean sea life, do you not? Ah, the smell of the salty sea, the lapping of waves on your ship, the spray of cold water on your face, plump maidens in every pot. Aye, I tell yous, I be having stories about the sea.
so his old man likes the ladies thick. Good to know.
Care to share some of your maritime stories with me?
Mar what? Ah, tales of the sea, right? Sure, sweetie, I be happy to. Now, what stories be you wanted to hear, then?
All of them.
Any tale of your exciting adventures will do.
I be having plenty of tales to tell. There be the tale of me adventures in the Baksheevan Empire, if you'd be interested. It'd be a tale of grand romance, just up your alley, be sure of it.
Sure.
Sure, that sounds like a fine story.
Aye. It be near on 50 years ago that I was a mate on a sturdy old lady called the Three-Legged Whore.
The what?
What do I be saying? She was called the Thrifty Horse, she was. Aye, that be her name. The Whittle What's-it.
You don't remember the ship's name, do you?
Anyways, I be a young mate then, and we be anchored in Monterba, the grand western port of the once glorious Baksheevan Empire. I be having ship leave until the following evening, and it be me first visit to that exotic and dangerous port. So I sets out to have a look around. Now, bear in mind that Monterba be ruled by a mock. Like all large Baksheevan cities. In principle, the mock be having to report to and pay half of all taxes to the emperor in Port Altaban. But with the Baksheevan Empire having all but crumbled into pieces, the provinces do be having the power to do pretty much as they be wanting. And so I sets out on me own that day to explore the city. Now, bear in mind that all the cities of the Southlands, and that be me adventures in the once glorious empire of Bakshiva, and that be how I meet me bird, how I seduce and romance the mock's daughter, how I be chased from Monterba by the mock's soldiers, and how I be the first man to walk across the desert of Shangagriel, the wastelands, and how I be getting this awful rash on. Girl, you do not be sleeping, do you?
What? What? Sleeping? No. Just concentrating really hard. Good story, though. Solid material. Ever considered doing a book?
Aye, but the agents in Marcuria be bloodthirsty vampires with no thought but to milk your life's blood.
Oh, so they take an outrageous commission, then?
No, They actually be bloodthirsty vampires with a penchant for biting your neck when you ain't be looking.
Huh.
Well, literal vampires, huh? But I like how she just kind of collapsed in the sleepy position while the cutscene. Should they have had it happen before it faded to black? Oh, whatever.
I'd love to hear some more maritime stories.
Sure, sweetie, I be happy.
Okay. Well, she fell asleep the last time, though.
Any tale of your exciting adventures will do.
You want more? Damn be me wooden left ankle. I be having a great old tale to tell yous about how I be coming to have me wooden pecker. It all began...
You know what? On second thought, forget about it.
Ah,
Anyway.
What have you got in that chest?
what chest?
The one you're sitting on.
Oh, that be no chest, girl. That be me stool. Aye, me stool, carved into the uncanny likeness of a chest.
But what's in it?
No priceless treasure, that be for sure. Nothing at all. It be empty.
Sounds like he really doesn't want us to know what's in that chest.
No, really. What's in the chest?
Oh, live snakes. Aye, snakes that'll bite your face off before you have time to jump. Better leave them be, then.
So it's the boo box, then.
I'm still curious about that chest.
Right. I be telling yous, curse the balance, girl. You never give up, do you? I be having no real treasure in here, like I told ye. But it be where I keep me personal articles and things I be picking up now and then on me travels. And me bed, it's where I be keeping me bed before I be losing him. I be a stupid old man. He be my best friend. I ain't nobody else around to talk to, you see, on account of him being a talking bird.
Huh. Wait, wasn't there a talking bird in,
What happened to your talking bird?
I be cheated out of him. Aye, that cups handler on the marketplace be cheating me in a full game of cups, and I be having to give me bird up to try to win me money back.
And what happened?
He be taking me bird when I be choosing the wrong cup. Aye, my best friend taken from me. Cursed be the balance. I be all lonesome now. The worst part is that me bird is now a prize to be won. A prize in a cups game. Beat the handler thrice and you win a prize of your choice, me poor bird.
What's your bird's name?
Bird.
Oh,
well, alright there. Well, I mean, not every person has to name their companion something elegant.
I'd better get going.
Ah, yous young'uns be always running round. Everything be so important. He's been having no time to sit down and take a breath. So go. Be not wasting your time here with me.
Yeah, he's going back to his work, I guess. Okay.
Looks like a lifetime at sea is left.
Better a lifetime.
Okay. Said the same thing as before. Okay. Let's go to this big boat over there. Big boat, toy boat, whatever. Ah.
Assorted cargo. Assorted cargo. It's a small ship or boat. I don't know the difference. Is there a difference?
There is, but, that's when you get into the nerdy, technical stuff, you know?
Judging by his ungainly stance, I'd say he's a mariner pining for the sea.
And he's got a pipe and everything. He's got to be. Oh, shit.
It's a sailor.
Okay.
Ahoy there, matey!
Pardon?
Isn't that how you sailors greet each other?
No.
What do you say then?
Usually, hello. And if it's sunny, nice day for it. We might even try a how are you today then, if we're feeling adventurous. But never, ever, ahoy.
This is valuable information.
Aye, matey, that it be.
Why aren't you out at sea?
Do you see the sail on that barge over there?
Yes.
Is it flapping?
What?
Is it flapping? Is the sail flapping in the wind?
No.
And why is that then?
Because it's not windy?
Exactly.
Well, can't you just use oars or something?
Oh, what an excellent idea. Now, why didn't we think of that? Of course. Oars! By Jaw's stunted left arm, that's it. Why have we been moored to the dock for a month with our merchandise dropping in value when we could have just rowed our way to Guyenne?
Are you being sarcastic?
Sarcastic? Me? What in Jaw's name makes you think that?
I think he's being sarcastic. But, yeah, you'd have to make a very specific boat. You need quite a few people to oar a boat out of port there. That's why later on they had the tugboats and stuff like that for those who couldn't get the wind. But I guess this place doesn't have tugboats.
How long's it been since the last wind?
Near a month. Ever since that accursed alchemist put some kind of spell on the wind. The Mojal be cursed if I know why. But it's a bloody catastrophe. I've sent some good people of mine up north to deal with him. But not one has returned. Now the Areed High Council speak of sending an entire army platoon to sort him out. But I'm afraid that just might piss him off.
Oh, you don't want to piss off the wizard, that's for sure.
Who's this alchemist who cast a spell on the wind?
I believe his name is Clax. Roper Clax. Lives in a bloody rock somewhere up north, beyond Riverwood.
Oh, we should just find this Clax man. Oh wait, we don't have anything to do with it.
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
What would you with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a delivery for him, a map from the map merchant at the Temple Market.
Aye. I be Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jaw's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
Alright. So, we have to give them that map now, so...
It's a map of the Sea of Songs. I was told to deliver it to Captain Horatio Nebeve.
I was always a fan of the name Horatio. I don't know why. Let's see, here's our delivery list. One map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. A map of Changangriel, the wasteland to the Royal Main. And one map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tun Uyek at the Journeyman Inn. Okay, well, anyway.
Thank you. There's an errand for your trouble.
Alright, thanks for the coin. So there's an errand right there.
It's a single iron coin. Nice day for it.
Not really, no.
Thanks for the chat.
Aye.
Okay, well anyway, we need to also give him the delivery list so that way we got proof that we did it.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The one I just gave you.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
Sign it, or please sign it, we'll get paid, why not?
Sign it, or I'll kill you.
With what? A cross look? Hurtful words? Lots of yelling and shouting?
I'll have my friends in the Marcurian Mafia pay you a visit.
The Marcurian what?
Please just sign the damn thing, would you?
Sorry, It brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner. A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't sign away my soul.
That's just as crazy as the taking a picture of you takes your soul too, so.
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within. And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
Was it Marxist or something like that said that? About opium in the masses or whatever?
You can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
Okay, yeah, just put the good old X on there.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
This guy's just annoying.
Is there anything I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
What does that have to do with anything?
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
But doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte, and straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal, but seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions.
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
Of course, paying fees makes it, being part of church to pay money too is obviously the best way to go.
So, if I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
All right.
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it for a second.
All right, we have to go to the, back to, oh, it took a second, so. But now we have to, okay, let's head back to the, oops. There you go to, where are you? Pier, that's it. Might as well see what's over here while we're in the, oh, it just takes us straight here. Alright, get out of here. Go! Now we gotta go back to that one guy that sells musical instruments. So run quickly. Oh wait, I could press escape to get there. Henry Nebevoy is voiced by John Henry Cox. He voiced the cop and other stuff like that. So, and Freddy. So let's go over there. And buy that instrument. Or get an instrument, something like that. I don't know.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Well, that's an interesting way of going about things.
He's selling musical instruments.
No actual. Did he just do a wah wah?
He's selling the flute for 1 Aaron, I think.
Sounds like victory music or something like that. I was like, you did it! You're intelligent, sort of.
It's a single iron coin.
Alright, give me the iron.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Okay.
As luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
Well, if you can hum a few bars, sure. Anyway, we get the flute.
It's a wooden flute.
It's not that bad. So, alright. Head back to the White Dragon. And play the music for him, so. Alright, let's give him the list again.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both. Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Especially that puzzle was going to take me that long to deal with that, so. Oops. Yeah, there's the X for that.
It's Captain Nebeve's, signature. I can't believe I went through all that just to get a simple X.
Could have written that yourself, huh?
1 map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Interesting spelling.
Yeah.
A map of Changangreal. Changangreal? Why can't these magical worlds have place names like Boston, London, or Kansas City? It's always like Loth this and Irid that. Like, cut back on the consonants already.
It makes it special, though.
1 map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tonlayak at the Journeyman Inn.
Okay, anyway. Let's get out of here. Back to, oops. There we go. Now we need to go back to the map guy again. Now we could go back to the pier if we want to, but...
I'm ready for my next job, sir.
Yes, good. Did you get the captain's signature?
Yep. Oh.
No.
Blasted be the balance, you're no better than that Ulin. I'm almost sorry I fired him. Get to it, girl. Don't stand around here wasting my time. Get his signature. The guild will skin me alive if my records don't hold up.
Just, don't you love bureaucracy?
I'm ready for my next...
Yes.
Yes.
Hand me the delivery list so that I can see for myself.
You know, you remind me of somebody I know. A real Scrooge.
Good. What's a Scrooge? Maps, new revisions, lifesavers, maps.
Yeah, Stanley, basically, so... Here's the map, or delivery list.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Changangreal to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Vauldemare neighborhood. Down that way, nasty, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Ireland Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where Westhouse... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrot Lane? Yes, Parrot Lane. Head west on Parrot Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrot Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The Rolling Man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
All that just to say go west? What was the point of that?
It's the maps merchant.
Yeah, anyway. That could have been worse, I guess. Alright, let's head on to the Westhouse Bungalow.
Great view. Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free.
You just had to build the house, right?
Great view. The sunsets must look spectacular from here.
Oh yeah, definitely. As long as you don't mind seawater and stuff like that. So. Alright, there's the man himself.
That's probably Mr. Westhouse.
Alright, see what he has to say.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Nation, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were 2 of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink. The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm just here to deliver stuff. I just came from Stark all the way to deliver stuff just to you. But anyway, this guy is voiced by Ralph Bayers. He's done some minor crew work. Last major thing he did was Red Dead Online for Oswald and Red Dead Redemption 2 for Oswald Dunbar. Obviously, he did stuff for this game, Dreamfall Chapters. He was known for... he was also a crew member in the Star Trek The Motion Picture, so there's that at least. So, but anyway, yeah, we got a map to give you.
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
I assume, I assume you can't go back easily. Like, well, I guess we can't either until we learn how to shift properly or whatever. So,
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fellow, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my whole life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
yeah, it is a bit disconcerting. That kind of messed me up.
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization, held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic? I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
It brings you everywhere, it seems like.
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of '34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
Ah, so he's a non-shifter, huh? Sucks for him that... Well, maybe it's for the best, I don't know.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Any time.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
Oh, that was a bust.
It's Brian Westhouse, expat and minor recluse.
Yeah, I guess we have to leave and go back and see if something can come to mind.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something. It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
Alright, get the broken watch. He said when its heart's beating, so it probably means it needs to be restarted.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
Yeah, certain old pocket watches you could wind it via like a winding key or whatever it was, so... And what do we have that's like a thin little knob there? With a push pin, so... Alright, be prepared for a shock.
If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it... It worked! It's ticking! I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
By God, it's a shift. I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own 2 hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. No, you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And that I said, thanks.
Cortez. Oh, God, it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own 2 eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
Oh, well, I guess the whole key is balance, am I right? So,
Who are you really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. More so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
I think he's not telling me because, that would spoil the plot and all that. Keep it a secret till, the big reveal.
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance. About Stark and Arcadia.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrum. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an instrument then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the Guardian was missing and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
Yeah, about that.
What about last night?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others. And they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes? But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
4 things. We must find the lost guardian, we must locate the gateway to his realm, and the disc that is the key to his tower, and we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
Wait, hold on. I have to defeat the Vanguard? What's going on here? I have to save the world? Sort of, in a way?
How are we going to find the Guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world. This world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here. You, me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly, I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back? And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm, but he's the last Guardian, and only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this, but what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
I see. So we had to find this guy hiding around somewhere.
Who'd know about the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the minstrel and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
First one place, then the next.
Where's the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains 2 parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons. That gives the disc the properties of the balance and makes it complete.
Ah, MacGuffins. Excellent.
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Where are the 4 jewels?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself. I'll help you with the others.
Okay, at least he's helping us with something.
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
They don't go by that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Sure, they're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
See?
Then they're big, very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, they flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that, so they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion, and they've built a financial empire to match governments.
They have that much money?
The Vanguard own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And you... no, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse. That tiny breach might have been permanent.
I didn't do anything.
Then imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, so that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 Dragon Eye jewels? And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny. It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that, I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too, you're not alone.
Well, I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no Chosen One, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
I see about that. So yeah, what happens if I just say no to destiny, no to the plot?
What happens if I choose no, no way?
I am not a fortune teller, nor am I a Vinar. What will happen? Something else? That's all I can tell you. Something else. But I'm sure it won't be anything good. Not unless you agree to help.
But I can't do it. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not your savior. I don't have any magic powers. I'm just this girl. I'm just me.
The choice is yours, April. As always, the choice is yours.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
For what it's worth? Perhaps not. Still, you need to come to the decision on your own.
then the choice will have to be, yes, let's save the world. Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard? The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
All right, okay. Where do I find him?
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait, did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it, a clean neighborhood.
That must have been a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
It's the self-respecting gentleman part I'm concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
Yes. He will lead you in the right direction. Help you find Warren Hughes. When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raul as well.
Okay, good. It's a plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold? Good night.
Oh, there's some extra dialogue you could get, like, you helped me last night, but I accidentally didn't click it. Oh well. Alright, we come back here. Oh yeah, I haven't read the diary in a bit, so... Saturday afternoon, right. So I get back, no easy task, you believe me. And Cortez proceeds to finally tell me everything. We have a plan, which sounds good to me, but then I really don't have much experience with plans. I'm usually like, let's do whatever, but now we have a plan, with a capital P even. Okay, so we, as in Cortez and myself, had to find this Guardian guy, the key to his realm, an old stone disc with 4 jewels, and the way back into that place, because apparently nobody knows where it is. Duh. And while all this is going on, I'm supposed to restore balance to chaos and do the laundry. Probably. To think that 2 days ago, all I had to remember was whether a customer ordered a double decaf latte or a low-fat cappuccino. There's a lot to be said for simple ignorance. Anyway, tomorrow morning, I'm off to find whatever information I can in the Vanguard. Yay! Alright. Yeah, the game had to plot dump us into what our destiny is. Basically, for the rest of the game, that's pretty much what we have to do, so... Alright, next objective is to go to the cafe to end the chapter. Alright, we need to talk to Charlie really quick. Maybe, well, I'll just save it a couple of times, but... Alright, save it there. Talk to him really quick.
That's Charlie.
Tell him where I've been.
Pulling long hours today, Charlie?
Unfortunately, yeah. Are you staying for the show tonight?
What show?
You don't know who's playing?
I've had a few other things on my mind these past few days, Charlie. Sorry. Anybody good?
Anybody good? Are you kidding? Roy and Dale's playing. It's the first gig on their new tour. Sort of returning to their roots before they do the big venues.
Tonight? Great, that's perfect. Especially tonight. I need some serious unwinding.
Yeah? What's up?
Well, let's just say a lot of stuff's happened.
I just had the weirdest experience of my life.
Weirder than what happened here last night?
Much weirder, trust me. I mean, what happened here could be explained. A hologram, rapture gas, mass suggestion.
That's stretching it a little, don't you think?
What, rather than the alternatives? That we're all either going crazy or that something's breaking through from another world? You don't think that's stretching it?
I don't know what I think, April. I just know that sometimes there are things lurking in the shadows that can't be explained by science. That the world holds more mysteries than we think.
Maybe.
So what's this thing you were gonna tell me about the weirdest experience of your life?
You wouldn't believe me anyway, Charlie.
Try me.
No, really, I can't. It's too much, too close. I don't know if I believe it myself.
Okay. You tell me about it later then, alright?
Maybe. When does the concert start?
In less than an hour. I expect the place to be crowded soon. So you should find yourself a spot to sit down.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Is Emma around?
Haven't seen her. But she knows about the show, so she'll be here.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem. Later.
All right, since we've had that major experience from Arcadia, from Cortez, from Westhouse, it's all going crazy, and we have to get on with the plot. As soon as we go in here, we'll talk to Emma and we'll end the chapter. So, what awaits us further in the journey? We gotta take a few seconds to calm down. But before that, we need to get started on finding this thing. What'll happen next? Who will be our friends? Who will be our enemies? Find out next time in Chapter 3 of The Longest Journey. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
So where have you been all day? You didn't show up at school, you weren't at work, and then Fiona tells me you're out looking for Cortez again. And on top of that, Zach brags about bagging a date with you. What's up with that?
Oh, shit! Zach! I totally forgot. He's gonna kill me. If I don't show up, that is.
You mean it's true? You have a date with that asshole? I told him he was full of shit.
I needed some information.
And you sell yourself to get it? April, you're insane. Well, you're just going to have to disappoint him.
I made a promise.
To that sleazebag? That's a promise made to be broken.
A promise is a promise. I have to go.
Commendable, but incredibly misguided. He's only after one thing, and that's sex.
He can forget about that. I'll go, but I'm only staying an hour. I'll tell him I'm tired or sick.
Knowing Zach, he'll take that as an invitation to your bed. But I guess you've made up your mind. Go, have a good time. Good luck, you'll need it.